Hello folks, welcome to the Flying Southerner channel. It's Christmas and we are on Sprit of Steam, which is free. Yes, you heard me right, it's free. The best price ever. To you know, claim for your TSW connection. So yes, we're in the LMS Jubilee. We are taking this loco from Hartford down to Crewe. So it's snowing. Let's get started. So let's quickly pop you fully forward. We don't have an AWS module on this one, but because obviously one error for AWS, so I better make sure I read the signals correctly, otherwise it could go badly. So for the brakes to release, just going to unlock the doors so we can get some passengers on our train. But yes, this route is currently free at the minute. So if you like free stuff, well, here you go. You can pick this up for free. So yeah, unlimited of steam, which is just cool. Who doesn't love a steam train? Right, brakes are released. I'm just going to put a little bit of application on, so that way we don't roll away. We have a fireman. We'll call him Paul. You can probably guess why I'm calling him Paul. Because, Train Simulator Driver is a fireman for Heritage Railway. So I thought, you know what, why don't we call him Paul? Right, anyways. So, we are waiting to go. But yes. We're going to be waiting a minute here. So, we're calling that Winsford and Crewe. Yeah, we'll go and have a walkabout. Obviously we've got the LMS Jubilee 6P. I believe she's a 6P. Yeah, she is. In BR Green. We're looking absolutely stunning, as Harry from Dovetail would say. Lumps already there, that's good. We've got Mark 1 coaches today because, yep, classic. In the crimson colour, which is quite Christmassy. We're at Axon Bridge Station at the moment. I'm just going to make sure that we have a tail light on the rear, because, it's probably worth checking that. We do. Hi, tail lamp. Let me turn you on. There we go. Yes. We got the guard's van as well. So, obviously, the guard/luggage van. But yeah. There we go. So, obviously, you got your luggage van. So, and your guard compartment as well. So the guard can see what's going on. Turn the train lights on, actually. But yeah, this is where the guard would typically chill. And then we can then pop through into the coaches, which are your classic BR Mark 1 in crimson condition. Interesting door. There we go. Just run through the train. No, I do not want to give up control. I haven't even... But yeah. Just run through the run through towards the front. And then I think we'll be approaching first class very shortly. Actually, we'll just run outside and go for the first class compartment. Oh, we were just about to get into the first class. So you can tell first class from standard, because excuse me, they've got the blue exploring and the individual rooms. Well, I say rooms, compartments. That's what I should probably use. And it tells you there was a supplement payable by each passenger for the use of this first class compartment. So, yes, good to know. And then obviously we can then... And then obviously got the back of the LMS. Looking not very nice. But anyways, let's pop back into the cab. Join Paul again, who's been basically getting the train ready to go for us. Yes. Right, we will just await 11:47. We'll lock cut, and we will get on. We will get on the move towards Crewe. And it's nice and snowy too because it's Christmas. You might as well. Hello, dude. Hello, mate. How you doing? You're probably asleep by now in real life, actually. If there we go. Well, at the time of recording, because, well, I am currently recording this on Christmas Eve. So... But yeah, something else that I uploaded, well, yesterday for you guys when this video releases, is the West Coast Mainline Relay Race footage. So, if you fancy seeing what shenanigans, Richie, Melbourne Train Guy, Rex, TSD, me, Tyre, and... Who else am I forgetting? I'm going to check the Cucumber server. Well, me, Melbourne Trade Guy, Casual, Richie, Rex, Melbourne Trade Guy, Tracy Bear Driver, and Tiger have been up to. Well, you're in luck. I've uploaded the full thing to the channel. All 5 and a bit hours of it. Anyways, we can now get towards Winsford. So, let's release the combo brake. Pop a little bit of regulator in, and we will get on the move towards Winsford as our first stop. Go to disable the cylinder cocks, get a bit more pressure in the tanks. And we'll apply a bit more regulator. Shoot. Gotta love a bit of Spirit of Steam. It's brilliantly all wrote. But yeah, next up is Winsford on our run. Loco's looking absolutely brill. But yeah, Loco's looking absolutely brill. Might actually get a photo, actually. Thinking about it. Right, there we go. And nice photo for the thumbnail for today's vid. There we go. And a bit more brightness in there. Happy days. Save and upload to my Dovetail account, ready for later. Oh, just open it up to full whack. And then we can start the cruising procedure. Which is basically, the less steam you use, the faster you go, which is rather interesting way of doing it, but that's how the steam simulation works in this. But we are about 5 miles away from Winsford. We're due down in 3 minutes time. Will we make it? Probably not on time, but there's no harm in trying. Yeah, we're currently going at about 50 miles an hour, so yeah. Right, we've hit 60 miles an hour. Yeah, we're probably going to be running a bit late on this service, but that's okay. It's not going to be over 50 minutes, so we can't claim delay repay. Oh wait, delay repay didn't even exist during this era anyway, I don't think. I mean, based on this route being in the 60s, in the 50s I should say, sorry, yeah, they're not going to have delay repay in this era. As long as we get there safely, we're fine. Still accelerating. About to hit 70. Yeah, we're definitely not going to make it on time, but hey, it's fine. As long as we get there, that's the main thing. But after Winsford, we then run past the Crew. And that's where the service will end. Yeah, if you're enjoying this video so far, feel free to give it a like and if you even fancy it for more train sim content, give the channel a subscribe as well. Button down below, and obviously get to watch more pretty decent content on train sim, if I do say so myself. Yes. And if this is your first time watching the channel, welcome. Hi, I'm the Flying Subder. We do train sim content where we drive trains. Games usually play on the channel: Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, bit of trains, Subway Sim, and there's a couple of others that I'm planning to introduce soon, maybe a bit of that. But if you have any like suggestions for any games or any sort of things, let me know down below. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on what you would like to see on the channel. Bear in mind, I do own quite a lot of train games, so yes. Alright, we're 1 mile away from Winsford. Probably running about 2 to 3 minutes behind schedule. At least it's not 67. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we've driven 10 miles. Right, we need to start thinking about slowing down. Close the regulator. Start putting a bit of combo brake on. Are we going to skip this station? Yes, we probably are at this point. Yeah, knew it. Right, let's go faster, crew. Let's quickly unlock the large ejector. Paul's probably like, you just missed the station, mate. And I'm like, I do. I was an idiot. Well, at least we brought the train to a stop, so... Right, let's set you back to full forwards and open up the regulator again. Okay, we're currently wheel spinning, so let's quickly open it back up slowly. Yeah. As you can see, you do have to be quite careful with the regulator in order to, you know, move smoothly. Gamma. As another of the locos comes past. Try and get back up to speed nice and efficiently. And the Stania. No, in the Stania, we're in the Jubilee 6P. We're 6.7 miles away from Crewe now. There we go. We are now accelerating back up to speed. I'm gonna say this probably won't be the best run in the world, but hey, it's fine. It shows a bit of Christmas fun. That's all it really is. But yeah, we will be into Crewe very shortly. But yes, as a reminder, this route is free till the 5th of January. So, if you want a free route for your Shrines in the World collection and you don't have a bit of Steam yet, now's a good time. Because, well, it's free. And who doesn't love free stuff, eh? And another thing we can talk about while we are steaming down to Crewe is we can also talk about the Great Western Express remaster. Now, the article for that popped out a couple of days ago from the team at Dovetail with some details and a video showcase. I have to say, it looks absolutely amazing. However, as Train Simulator Driver said, it may struggle in consoles just a little bit. I'll have to see what optimizations that's been done for it. But should be fine, hopefully. It also includes some improvements to the HST and maybe the 166 as well, as that also came with the route. Can't remember at the top of my head, but I know the HST was due for some improvements, or the GWR one was. Yeah, about 3 miles away from Crewe. Anyways, about CGWER, as I'm going to call it. Liam has also built a timetable with 4,500 services. That is a lot of services, of which 1,300 odd are playable. So if you think about it, the timetable is 5 times more busier, with 3 times more playable services than the original GWE release. That is just brilliant. Yeah. To think that he's managed to cram in that many services into one timetable, that's brilliant. And other stuff we're getting as well, we are soon to get some more West Coast mainline action in the form of WCML Trent Valley from All Aboard and West Coast mainline Crewe Preston from Just Trains India. With the 86/4 for Crewe Preston and the Class 807 for West Coast mainline Birmingham for Milton Keynes to Crewe, which is 108 miles of track. That's a lot of track, but it will mean that we could do a full West Coast mainline run from London to Carlisle, completely in TSW, so we don't have to rely on TSC for some bits, which will make some projects much easier. Right, anyways, we are about to arrive into Crewe. About 4 or 5 minutes late. But yes, we will be arriving into Crewe shortly. This train's going to carry on to Euston, however, we're not driving it. Guess we'll just release the braking system. As we're about to hit this 20-mile-an-hour speed restriction before pulling into Crewe. Yes, we'll surely be arriving into Crewe. And when we arrive into Crewe, we will be finishing the service there. And then we can just head off and, well, yeah, and all that will leave me to do is wish you lot a very Merry Christmas and a nice thank you for supporting the channel this year. So I started it up fully a couple of months ago, which has been nuts, but it's been absolutely brilliant. So yes, thanks all. And yes, we are about to terminate into Crewe. Yes, and my advice to you is, even if you think you're not going to play the route, just claim it anyway, it's free. And you may want to play some Steam, play with some Steam trains a bit later. Who knows? Right, here we are at Crewe, where this train terminates. Just going to turn on, just going to apply the brakes. While we wait for people to get on and off the train. There we go, so all that leaves you to do now is obviously, wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great one. Alright, have a great Christmas, people. Cheers. Bye.